Howdy, folks. Today we're looking at Bill and Ted's excellent comic book number 9 from 1992 in Marvel Comics. After last issue's surprisingly decent fill-in, Evan Dorkin returns with a roar to commence the last stretch of the series. The Grim Reaper takes the spotlight as he loses his job and is forced onto the unemployment line, a series of events set into motion by his loss to Bill and Ted in the bogus journey. Falling into the chaotic orbit of our leading men has destroyed Death's otherwise sterling work habit, forcing the man upstairs to replace him with a younger, edgier embodiment of human mortality. Morty, a punk kid wielding a chainsaw in place of a scythe and wearing a Public Enemy logo parka, along with a clock around his neck. This is, to put it mildly, one of the most morbid comics ever sold on the American newsstand. A full issue's worth of jokes about dying in the most humiliating ways possible, and all under the watchful eye of the Comics Code. For example, an extended sequence in the middle of the book features a deep-sea diver dying in the middle of a forest fire, only to be met by a Grim Reaper soaked in processed cheese. Dorkin is clearly having fun back at the helm. There's a subtle reference to his own expanding notoriety in the form of Death's first new job, working the counter at Pretzels and Cheese, a fast food restaurant advertised by the smiling mascots Pretzy and Cheesy, whose slightly disturbing motto is, "We're best friends, so eat us together." Death's hapless journey through the hell of underemployment is ultimately only arrested by a convocation of a meeting of the other four forces of creation: war, fate, time, and nature, the kind of assembly that makes me wonder if Dorkin is trying to sneak a Piers Anthony reference past the ref. Eventually, Morty's callous indifference to the rules of the universe forced the man upstairs to take matters into his own hands. Meanwhile, in a turn of events that can only be called highly unlikely, Dorkin manages to name-check third-way ska mainstays Bim Scala Bim alongside Lookout Records alumni Mr. T Experience and first-generation hardcore stalwart 7 Seconds on the cover. Did any of the comics readers check out these bands based on that exposure? We have no way of knowing, but if you or someone you love was exposed to ska music as a result of this comic, you may be entitled to financial compensation. For the record, the rest of the comic features shout-outs in the direction of My Bloody Valentine, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, 5 years before their commercial breakthrough, Pantera, and, improbably, Sergio Mendes. Dorkin is clearly having fun, even as the labor entailed in creating such an hellaciously dense and gag-strewn comic appears every bit as back-breaking.